want you all night long, want you all night long. Give me all your love, baby, give me all your love, baby, give me all your love, all your love, all your love. Give me all your love, baby, give me all your love, baby, give me all your love, all your love, all your love. Watch all night. Tell me, why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy? Now I'm feeling lost without you, and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night long.
What's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a fantastic Sunday. We're gonna get started here in just a few seconds. Make sure you guys, as always, pop any questions over here in the chat. It's gonna pop right up. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hopefully you're doing absolutely fantastic. Thank you for joining me for another exciting episode of a Sunday edition of Breaking Bitcoin Market Update. Of course, I'm your host, Justin Wise, lead analyst and senior mentor at CrackingCryptocurrency.com. As I already said, hopefully you guys are doing well. Of course, if you are making it to this channel for the very first time, if this is the first time you even know that we did Breaking Bitcoin Market Updates every day, Monday through Friday, 12 to 2 CDT, Saturday and Sunday from 5 to 7, as we are in the hour right now. Make sure to hit the subscribe button or the follow. Give us some love wherever you happen to be watching us, because, of course, we are live on YouTube, Twitch, DLive, and Facebook. 2 places in Facebook, actually. Periscope and Mixer to follow. Anyways, guys, it's been a day. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your Memorial Day weekend. Hopefully you guys, again, for those of you guys in the States, for those of you guys who are not in the States, obviously you're like, Memorial Day, what is that? I don't even know. But for those of us in the States, it is a holiday weekend. That's kind of why, in my opinion, we had low volatility yesterday. Just kind of one of those days. And this has kind of been I would say you have to understand what the market cycle is, what the market conditions are, because the days of the week do change. Generally, days of the week analysis doesn't really congrue well with the way that I trade. I know a lot of individuals that do put that kind of up on a platter and really look very carefully and very critically at, well, there's higher volume on these days of the week, so I'm going to day trade on these days of the week, and that's all well and good. Obviously, the strategy that we follow is a higher time frame daily trade, and I've found through extensive backtesting that it doesn't really matter what all of that stuff is doing when you're looking for your higher time frame trades. You want to be looking at top-down analysis, as we always do. Start on the higher time frames, work your way down to find a good entry and exit congruent to what the higher time frames are telling you. You don't want to counter trade the trend of the higher time frames, because in doing so, I mean, just think of the tragedy of individuals who are counter trend traders, right? Who have been trained to be counter trend traders, because a lot of the information out there is on counter trend trading. And when Bitcoin broke out above, they looked for every opportunity to short. They looked for every opportunity. And I know that I don't really get an opportunity to watch a lot of other YouTubers or see what a lot of other traders are doing besides the students that I'm mentoring. But I know that it's been difficult. A lot of traders have found it very difficult to get in that mindset of, damn, we're bullish. They've still been looking for any and all opportunities to short. And just, that's a tragedy. That's a real tragedy, because they've missed out on fantastic trades. And it doesn't even matter. Like initially, there are opportunities where you're going to be wrong about a certain trade. But if you don't learn from that mistake and get yourself on the right side of the market, because then people will think, well, it's too late to get in the trade. Oh, it's gone too far. Well, no. The direction's right. Maybe you just missed that entry. So now you just wait for another entry, which there's been multiples of. We've covered just about every single one of them. Anyways, moving on, guys. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you guys, if you guys were watching the show last night, you guys know we put on a long position last night. I even got a few DMs like, are we sure about this one? Absolutely, man. Not from the guys in the PTP, not anybody that's going through the course right now, but some people in the general chat who aren't in the PTP course, they're like, are you sure about what you said last night? Yes, you be on the right side of the market and good things happen. So hopefully you guys are doing well. Hopefully the pocketbook is looking good. Today's just one of those good days. I didn't put on a whole lot of trades last night, except for that XBT USD long, and I'm pretty happy with that so far. But today has been nice because we put on a whole lot of trades a few days ago, and just letting those filter themselves out. About the day after, I'd say we closed out of about, I want to say a third of them, either were small losses or slight profits. And then we let the good ones run, which is how the strategy is going to work. The strategy is going to filter out all the trades that you shouldn't take in the first place. And then there's multiple settings within the system that allow you to keep the good trades and filter out the bad ones with small losses or small profits. And then you let the good ones run, which is what we've seen. Storm, ARC, ONG, all good trades, all good trades. XBT, great trade so far. So hopefully you guys are doing well. If you have any questions, drop them in the chat, and we're going to get right into the charts, guys. Whoa, this was just working a second ago. Come on, magic. No? No magic? Let's give the screen a refresh. And let's see if it'll let me select it now. No? Come on, baby. Don't do this to me. Well, while we're waiting, how was your guys' weekend? Okay. Come on, you're embarrassing me in front of my friends. Right. That's weird. Usually it just works when I select it. That works. Okay. All right. Well. Huh. Well, okay, that worked. All right. We're here. Okay, cool. All I had to do was like put on the less restrictive settings and it worked. All right. Anyways, let's make sure. Yep, everything's looking good. That's exactly where we want it. Okay, let's start off with BTC USD on Bitstamp, guys. We'll go to the Go to kind of our decentralizer here. All right, let's take a nice zoomed out view of this right here. Let's kind of see where we're at. Let's go ahead and take the lines off and just get a good overview for where we're at. And to do that, we're going to start on the higher time frames as well. So we're going to do some weekly analysis. We're going to do some monthly analysis as well, because we're getting up close to the close of the monthly candle. And at this point in time, barring a significant factor happening, which of course we always can happen with these candles. Mr. Ether says, I guess you still do need that computer. You know what? I've got a fantastic computer. I just got a new monitor too a couple days ago. This is a really nice one. I'm pretty happy with this one. This is a brand new 27-inch wide monitor that I actually, normally I'm one of those guys that if I'm pretty frugal with what I spend. I don't do a lot of conspicuous consumption is the right word. But where did they put that? Hold on a second. Here it is. Persist. Okay, cool. I don't do a whole lot of conspicuous consumption. If there's something that I want, I go out and get it. But I really wanted to get this monitor the other day. I happened to see it. It was on sale. I was like, yeah, I'm going to get this bad boy right here. And it's really, really nice. It's actually much better than the monitor that I replaced with it. It was same size, but just the resolution on this thing is much better. So having said that, let's go to the monthly and take a look at our monthly baseline. Monthly chart on Bitstamp actually is quite interesting, and the monthly chart breaking above resistance right now. Again, if you are looking at price action analysis, you always do want to be a little bit wary when you are coming into moments like this. But again, we do see one thing very, very important on the monthly time frame, congruent with the weekly time frame. Where are we? We're above the monthly baseline. What's that mean? We're bullish. We're bullish. If there was any doubts, if there are any doubts, it's going to be the close above the monthly baseline on this month. Let's actually see what PTP is saying on the monthly chart. And this is going to be, again, I'm not 100% sold on how tradable this is, because we do trade off the daily time frame, and with how volatile and quickly Bitcoin moves and cryptocurrencies move, you want to be cautious about looking at things like you would traditionally, like through stock investing or things like that. However, the metrics become the same. When we get fresh crosses, when we get fresh sell signals, they remain absolutely the same. And they're back testable over time. Actually, you can see on the monthly time frame where you did get your first sell signal on the close of this monthly candle. Actually very predictive to give you a close on this monthly candle, or to give you a short on this monthly candle. You would not have been able to take it until this candle right here, August 2014, and that would have got you in for the majority of the bear market. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months. 5 months of shorts, and the monthly chart would have gotten you into a long on this candle right here on the 1st of November 2015, and it would have had you taking profits along the way and gotten you back in multiple times on the monthly chart. So very tradable chart, and also getting you out in the month of January out of the cryptocurrency markets, and having you short as well here in June of 2018. So very nice, very nice. We do get the monthly oversold, or the reversal signal, right here on February 2019, when price was actually closing back above our secondary baseline. And again, monthly chart just as congruent with the daily chart when we're looking for trade setups, as you guys have seen us do. We are above the monthly baseline. However, we're not getting a signal yet to go long. All right, we did get the reversal signal down here in February. That was good. This is actually probably going to go ahead and probably take another month before the monthly chart actually confirms a strong bull market. Just as you can see that it actually, is a little faster back down here. It didn't confirm on this monthly candle. It did confirm on this monthly candle going back. So anyways, congruency the same. So let's see. And we also do have nice bullish volume, Wadatar confirming the long as well. Let's go down to the weekly chart as well and see where we got our first initial signal to go long. Couldn't have taken it on this candle. We would have had to have waited until the 25th of March 2019, getting us in on the close of this candle, looking at weekly analysis, and you would have been able to catch the big weekly pump candle that pushed us up. I remember people were absolutely losing their minds back then, as well they should. That was a 30% candle to the upside and closing above our secondary baseline as well. As I talked about, what does confirm the bull market to me was this crossover right here of our two baselines, our primary baseline and our secondary baseline. Again, on the weekly chart, that's only happened one time, and that time did occur back around November of 2015, right around the same time where we got the signal on the monthly chart to go long as well. We got multiple signals. That was the weekly 13 and 55 exponential moving average crossover. It didn't get us into the bear market as early as possible. we would have had been using our regular daily sell signals, which did actually get us in right around here. However, and then actually had us taking multiple positions. There were long positions that we did take during 2018, but the majority of the positions were short. So again, the people who say that they were, oh man, I shorted from 17,000. No, you didn't. Shut the fuck up. That's just like everybody down here saying, no, man, I'm safely short from 6K. 90% of them had no idea what they were talking about. Most of those people just found out about margin leverage trading on November, never took the short, took these shorts. It's no hate. There's right ways and wrong ways to do things, man. Everybody that's here, I know you guys don't have to deal with that nonsense anymore. Anyway, so we did get that weekly bullish crossover, and it seems that price is confirming that along. I do have to be trepidatious and cautious and say that that a pullback to the weekly 13 would not surprise me, because that is what we saw back here. But none of that really matters, because everything that I'm doing right now is speculation, has nothing to do with how I'm actually going to enter or exit a position. Most people are going to be arrogant enough to say, well, I'm looking at the market in this subjective fashion, and I'm actually going to be entering and exiting trades in that fashion. No. No, you need to have a good, firm strategy that has nothing to do with what you think about the market, that has rules-based and that tells you what to do when, which is what we have with PTP. So, looking at the weekly, that 1355 crossover I was very excited about. As I said, I was waiting for it. Again, we covered it right last week when the weekly candle closed, so last Sunday. And I said last Sunday, guys, this is a bull market. We've only got this crossover one more time, and unless we get an absolute fake out, which I don't see right now at this current point in time, things look very, 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 very good. Obviously, we would have gotten the weekly buy signal and the daily buys. We got the daily buy signal much earlier, but got the weekly buy signal here. We would have been able to take it on the close of the 25th of March weekly candle right there. We'd have been able to take the weekly trade. So this is quite good. And when could we have gotten back in this trade? The 29th of April close right here. The actual candle that closes above the secondary baseline, we get a re-entry signal as well. So you can see here, time transformation recrosses back up to the upside after a cross under. That's a re-entry signal. And things are looking quite bueno. Things are looking quite good on the weekly chart. Let's see, where are we looking at as far as a weekly block of resistance? What is our last up candle before a significant break in market structure? Well, obviously it would be this one. We don't really have weekly highs and weekly lows here. The truest order block would be all the way up here, really at the top of the market, because we don't really have true weekly highs and lows. It's just one high, then all the way down. Forms a low, but I digress. You can obviously see the market structure upside, downside, upside, downside, upside, downside. So we will have to use the more simplified versions that would be giving us a resistance area right around, if we were to use the true, we already have it charted out here on the daily time frame. So let's just not argue with those numbers. We do actually see that horizontal price line is 96.70. That is the actual top of the weekly and daily candle close to the upside. And to give a good number to it, the weekly order block would actually be much thinner than the daily order block, so potentially more tradable. So 96.70 to 96.23. That's a good little bit more than $100 range that we actually have to work with, about $150 range. So 96.23 to 96.70. All right, so that would be our weekly resistance order block. We are closing and breaking above on the daily time frame this last order block right now, so it is now invalid. In fact, this area now represents an area, if you go down to the daily time frame, where you can now have limit buys to sell. Again, that's discretionary. It is not. It's not base PTP. Base PTP is always going to have you have limit buys. Remember, there's only two ways we can do reversals in PTP: limit buy orders at the daily baseline, or lower time frame reversal signals from an indicator like time transformation. You're an order block heel. You're a towel. Getting the tunes back on, guys. All right, so yeah, weekly looks quite good. Let's go down to the 3-day. 3-day is actually as well gave us a fresh signal on the 22nd of May 2019 on the close of this 3-day candle right here. We can see we do get that nice cross back up to the upside, and this is confirming it as well. Again, the initial signal back here on the 22nd, you can see where TT does cross above the trigger line, and we are now going to be confirming it. We don't really need the confirmation. Let's just put it that more simply, like we're still above, so everything still looks quite good. No changes, nothing to do. And well above the baseline. Look how nicely the 3-day baseline actually held up, even on this wick down to the downside. Again, daily baseline, having that limit buy would have given you a good entry. Having a buy at the 3-day baseline as well, which is not part of PTP, so don't get all out there. I'm just talking about wishes and fishes right now, guys. But you can see just how beautifully these numbers in this system and this strategy works. Anyways, moving on. Daily time frame, as we said yesterday, we got the signal to go long on the close of yesterday's candle. You can see that right there. Actually, a little bit of a day late because I was looking at the XBT chart, and you can see that actually on the Bitstamp chart, we actually got it on the 23rd. So the 23rd actually told us to go long here. So it was actually a day late and a dollar short, but took the long anyways because that's discretionary one-day candle rules. And here we go. And now WADA confirming. So we actually do have 3 of 3 right now. So all lower time frames can be zoomed down to for the purposes of taking lower time frame trades. Let's look at what these horizontals are doing because they're getting pretty big. Here. Order block right here. I see what we're working with here. Do I think that's invalid? No, I don't think that's invalid. I think this one definitely is that we've broken above. We can delete this because that was an old stop loss, and I don't actually have the current trade on the table. So yeah, this order block has been invalidated because we consolidated within it, just as I said, and the daily baseline crept up. So now where's the place to have a limit buy order if you're looking for a wick around 78.11, 7800. And now breaking up and trading within that order block as well, between 86.12, 89.43. So Bitcoin putting in some nice bullish activity this evening. Very wonderful to see. Looking like we're going to kick off a nice week. Of course, could this change on a dime and be the beginning of the retracement? Absolutely, it could. Do we have any indications to take that trade and counter trend this strong bullish trend? Absolutely not, man. There's just so many people that are missing out on such good profit because they just want to catch the top, man. Again, we've been on this channel talking about a potential retracement for a long time. Doesn't have anything to do with our trades. You know, that's that cognitive dissonance, man. People have their ideas of what they think is going to happen, and then they want to trade those ideas. Well, you shouldn't be trading your ideas. Trading isn't creative, man. Trading is mechanical. There's ways to make money, and there's ways to lose money. Getting creative when you're in the pocket seat, just like I tell the guys in the course, man. When you're trading, it's not a time to be thinking. It's just a time to be listening to your system and executing what your system tells you to do. That's all you do. That's why the daily scan only takes me 20 to 30 minutes to trade every single day. It takes longer because I have to advise everybody on their trades, but for me personally, my personal trading, you guys saw how long it takes last night. Run through the charts, do my daily scan, make my trades. And now doing pretty good. All right, so let's get over here to Ethereum. All right, just as I posted in the members. Actually, let's see here. Maynard. Whoa, Maynard. All right, awesome. Hey, and listen, guys, for those of you guys over there on Discord, I know I got a ton of DMs. I answered all of them this morning, and now I've got a fresh, like, 60 DMs. I promise you guys, I'm working on them. It's Memorial Day weekend. I'm trying to spend some good times with my kids. I love every single one of you. Let's see here. I was trying to see and just pull up what I said last night. That's a good tune. It's just a pullback, bro. Ron Legato coming with the $2 says, I just like to see my name. It's cool, man. Much respect to you, brother. Hopefully you're enjoying another night of beers and brats, brother. All right, let's check out Ethereum on the daily. Ethereum on the daily is actually going to be signaling a continuation long at the close of this daily candle right here. Quite like it, especially if we do close above this cluster of resistance. Quite happy with it, actually. WADA not really confirming with the volume, but it's okay. Remember, for a continuation, we don't need volume because we're already in a trend. We need volume to start the trend. We don't need volume to continue the trend. That would be too overly restrictive. Let's go ahead and do our kind of longer term analysis on Ethereum as well. On the monthly time frame, looks like we're going to be closing the monthly above the monthly baseline as well. Quite like to see that. Not getting a monthly signal as well. Still quite below our zero cross line, but things are looking good. We can see here, where do we get the initial signal to go long on the weekly time frame for Ethereum would have been this candle right here on the 11th of March 2019. We would have taken profits here, and we got a re-entry signal here on this candle. So the 6th of May, 2019, weekly candle and capturing all of this and still in the trade. Weekly still telling us to be in here. Nothing to do right now, guys. Going down to our 3-day. The 3-day also looks quite constructive and healthy. Would have gotten an initial signal to enter on this candle right here, actually. The 7th of May, 2019, close of that 3-day candle and doing good. We've gotten no signals to exit, actually, ever since that 3-day trade. As I said, guys, the monthly difficult to trade, good for long-term analysis. The weekly difficult to trade, good for long-term analysis. The 3-day and the daily, you can trade off of those, just as I've showed you guys with Ichimoku as well. The 3-day Ichimoku is very powerful. Getting back down to the daily, getting the continuation cross right here. Let's look and see the last time that we got a continuation cross as well, just to show you guys kind of how those work. So initial signal to go long here in the trade here. And let me actually, sorry, turn that off because that is, I get that question like, hey, that's not where your green bar is. That has nothing to do with PTP. That's just a function of WADA Atar itself. So don't confuse that, guys. Initial signal to enter on this candle close on this candle right here. And we would have taken profits on this candle right here all the way out of the position. And had you missed that initial entry, you could have re-entered on the 7th right here. You could have re-entered on the 7th after you missed the initial entry here. And you also could have entered on either the 11th or the 12th. That's a little bit of discretion, but either the 11th or the 12th would have been roughly about the same, right? Obviously, the 11th would have been a good entry. A better entry, the 12th would have been a fantastic entry as well. So that's how continuation crosses work. So when you can see that this market structure looks very similar to what we have over here. Pull back to the daily baseline, a nice big candle to the upside. And now we're getting that nice continuation signal. So in PTP, we trust. We take it. Could be a loser. Probably going to be a winner. Doesn't really matter. We take every signal our strategy gives us because over time, it makes us money. All right. So let's go back to BTC. And as I said, 3 of 3. So we can go down to the lower time frames. Let's see here. And let's go to the XBT chart and let's talk about those targets from yesterday, actually. First and foremost, we'll do that. So we will throw on Quadriga. All right, great. So yeah, already hit our first take profit target that we did post right here. You can see the lines here on the XBT USD chart. We just used Quadriga from day 1 right here, the day that we actually got the signal. And let's see here, 85.43, 50% of the position sold, and now trailing stop loss from our entry, or just a stop loss at our entry, depending on how somebody wants to execute PTP. Absolutely fine. All right, actually, I got to make a slight adjustment up here to my trade. Just noticed that, sorry. Anyways, 85.43, what do we got coming up in the pocket? 90.64, 96.03, guys. Let's go. Let's get this crypto. All right, getting back over to the BTC USD chart, let's go down to those lower time frames and look for entries for those who missed. 12-hour is going to be giving us, again, this is discretionary because I don't really like these tip touch continuations, honestly, myself. Sometimes they work well. But this would be giving you a fresh 12-hour signal right here. Let's see. The 8's going to give you a fresh signal as well. But again, one aspect of discretion is when you're on your time frame, you do want to look and see. You want to pull open Quadriga, and you want to see how far have we traveled past our baseline. Right, so 280. And this is a $687 candle. So I don't really feel comfortable, I would not, be entering into a long position on this candle right here. I mean, we talked about this yesterday, guys. There are certain times when the risk to reward ratio of buying here, opposed to buying when you should buy, at the time that you should buy, of the day that you should be entering and executing your trades or updating your trades, this is no bueno. So even though this looks bullish, this doesn't mean that you want to enter here. We're just too far beyond the baseline. Like, you do want to be entering on the right candle. Like this, we're close enough to our baseline, and there's actually a measurement for that. What is ATR? To be taking the trade. Right now, nah, man, this is not something you want to be entering. You don't want to enter on 10% pump candles, even though there are times when they lead to more pump. But more often than not, they do lead to a little bit of a pullback. And there's ways that we can trade pullbacks as well. So again, just wait. Wait for your time frame to give you a signal, right? Let's go down. I'm pretty sure this is going to be pretty congruent on just about every time frame with a candle like this. Yeah, 6 hour is signaling a trade, but too far away from the baseline. The 4 hour is actually giving you a perfect signal, but again, same rule, too far from the baseline. 3 hour as well, and hourly as well. Yeah, everything kind of absolutely going balls to the wall crazy here. 30-minute chart is actually giving you a cross under, so no long trade for you. In fact, if you are scalping on the 30-minute time frame, and let's actually look where the 30-minute chart would have gotten you into this trade, would have been this candle right here. This candle right here. So even if you were day trading PTP, you just caught all of that. You just caught all of that. Every little bit of it. Now it's telling you to get out. Let's see. Same with a 15-minute. Let's actually see. 15-minute would have probably had you take a few very small losses here because you're probably entering on all of these. So but look how minimal those losses are. Like 1 little loss and 2 little losses. I think 2 losses. Yeah, 1 entry and then a second entry. And then let's actually look. Let's actually pull up BTP. Yeah, so 1 entry, stop. No, just one loss. Just 1 loss because it does tell you to get in here and you get to stay in the trade and you get out here. That's a beautiful day trade, man. It's a beautiful day trade. You just caught all of this BTP, 10% trade. You're done. Happy Memorial Day. Time to grill some more beers. Okay, so this is looking pretty good. Let's go over to Ethereum. And again, same concept, guys. Are we really on the daily too far away to justify an entry? Let's check. Again, this is objective. Doesn't matter what I think. It matters what the indicators say. Yeah. Let's see here. Actually, no. No. ATR is $18.47. See how far away we are. Yeah, I'm sorry. We are too far away. We are too far away from the baseline. So, nope. Cannot enter into Ethereum. You missed it. Sorry. Go down to the 12s. 12 is actually going to give you a fresh signal. Let's check that ATR. When did we get the signal to go along? Oh, it'd be right here. So ATR now is 1491. Yep. Too far away on the 12. I guarantee you we're too far away on the 8. Yeah. 6 is actually not giving you a signal whatsoever. 4 is giving you a perfect signal on this candle. But ATR is 7. Are you more than 7? Yep, you're 13. So there's nothing to do here, guys. Again, let's go look at when PTP would have gotten you in on the 30-minute time frame. Would have gotten you back in here. Right here on this candle, 26th, or at 1300. And boom, you caught everything. Same for the 15, I assume. You got a perfect entry. Yeah, you got a perfect entry right here. 1245. And you caught all of that. And that told you to sell right here. That's a 6% trade. Beautiful. I mean, everything. It just told you exactly what to do. Gorgeous. All right, guys. So let's go back to the daily. That's pretty much it, guys. Shout out to all you guys who got in this trade with us. Congratulations. Take 50% profit, move your stop loss to break even or set a TSL. And let's rock. What's up, Crypto Kibo? Good to see you, brother. Silver Fern K Kiwi says, love your kids more. I don't think it's possible to love my kids more. Although, sometimes being a dad, a single dad especially, has nothing to do with being a single dad, but I definitely had to have today was a fun day for fatherhood, because I had to have some talks about where do babies come from with my kids. That was good. I'm one of those fathers that really is not uncomfortable about that. I think that's very important to have. I think the reason that most kids are kind of screwed up nowadays and why we have so much licentious behavior, which again is totally fine, but if you guys are degens out there, I'm not. I've had my youth and made my mistakes. But, you really, for those of you out there with kids, man, don't shy away from that subject, man. There's a lot of, especially with the internet and everything that's out there nowadays, you really got to guide your kids. You don't want to be the parent that's not guiding your kids, because it's difficult out there for a kid nowadays. There's so much maliciousness. Mr. Ether says, what's with the shillers today? Hey, big green candle on Bitcoin. We're going to get them all in here. First Centurion, thoughts on XLM? Let's add that to the chart, my good friend. Before we get to that, I love to talk about indicators, of course. So I left Magic Lines and Magic Cloud on the list because I do want to look at those. I'm assuming you mean XLM BTC, so we'll look at XLM BTC, brother. MT Coiner, hope you're doing well from Montana, brother. Okay, officer, I'll go buy all the H. Yep, no, I got you, brother. Can we look at LTC USD looking for when I should take profit? Yeah, sure, man. Look at LTC USD for profit taking. When TP. Roy Malka says, how can I use that things? If you're talking about the indicators, they're available to all the members of the premium trading group, whether or not they're going through PTP. Link is at the very top of the screen if you'd like more information, sir. Bitcoin millionaire, birds and bees. Yep. Yeah, we got it. We got it, Crypto Chris. Love you, brother. We know you moved the market, bro. You're gosh darn right, Tenacious V. You don't guide your kids, someone else will. And I don't know how many of you guys have seen that Hot Girls Wanted documentary on Netflix, but they will guide them somewhere, and it's not where you want them to go as parents. All right. Hey, Pad64, what's going on? Good to see you over there on Twitch. All right, guys, let's go check out, let's go through the requests. Of course, we're going to do the daily scan again today. That's what we're going to start doing on the weekends. Tiki, what's going on? I'm doing good, bro. Thanks for joining us over here on Twitch. Let's go check out, so we've got a request. I only got a request for XLM, so if you guys want me to take a look at some coins, go ahead and throw them up there. It's about 20 minutes till we start request time, but we'll keep it nice and easy and breezy. 24 frames per second says, on average, do I trade more BTC pairs or USD pairs? So I don't trade any USD pairs directly except for on ByBit where I do leverage trading. Pad64, thanks so much for the follow on Twitch, my good friend. To be honest with you, I'm actually going to say that I trade more BTC pairs, but it all depends. Because if you go look at our results, like current results.crackingcryptocurrency.com, which actually I need to switch a line of code in there because I don't think it's showing any of the trades from this week, which is weird because we've closed out like 10 trades this week. But we made an update to it a little bit recently, so I just need to fix that. But current results.crackingcryptocurrency.com shows all our closed trades, so that's public. And if you guys go to results.crackingcryptocurrency.com, you can see all our last trades. Stephen Hyatt asking for Trex. I got you, brother. Thanks for being in the group, man. PTP for the win. Nailed that candle today. Awesome, man. Good to hear Mike is not on fire. BNB says Fizzles. Yeah, sure. Let's check out BNB. Pad64 says, I don't know where to start to learn the market. Hop in the Discord, man. Discord.crackingcryptocurrency.com. Links in the description down below. If you're on Twitch, it's actually just scroll down. You'll see the little button with the blue guy, purple guy, like a Thanos colored guy, or maybe he's like Thanos changed colors too. So it's like, let's see here. What was I gonna say? Lost my train of thought. Oh, I was talking about BTC USDT pairs. I mean, I trade any pair that my that my strategy gives me a signal for. So there's going to be weeks where that's predominantly USDT, and there's going to be weeks where that's predominantly BTC. It's actually kind of mixed right now, as we did the daily scan last night. BNB USD? Yeah, no problem. BTT USD? Bob Lassise, good to see you in here, brother, man. Hope you're doing good. Actually, that reminds me too. I just posted it in the premium section, but if there's anybody watching who hasn't seen that message yet, you guys know that we always do, well, almost always, we always do our end of week roundups for me and the analysts and the premium members. We get in the VIP voice. We talk, we laugh, we cry. We talk about PTP. We talk about strategy. We talk about we do Ask Me Anythings. Anything you guys want to know, we talk about. Sometimes we just talk about BitFinex. But we're gonna have to move that to tomorrow night. So I made that post, guys. I made that post tonight, guys. So just make sure that you take advantage of that. We normally would start about an hour after the Sunday evening live stream is over. We do the Ask Me Anything. We do the premium section, the live voice chat. But it's Memorial Day weekend, guys, and we're gonna have to move it till tomorrow night. If I did it tonight, I'd only have maybe an hour, and I love giving you. We're normally in there for like 3 or 4 hours, so I want to give you guys all the time and attention you need, especially the newer guys to the group who want to some help and mentorship ironing out more of the particulars of PTP that they don't understand. For those of you who have only been with us like with a week or two, so we'll do that tomorrow, guys. Young Johnny 3 fam says, "Sup, dude? Hit a dab from me that PHB trade yesterday. Got you, man." Yeah, that PHB did good for us, man. Tiki says, "I've never traded before, but finding this very interesting." Well, I'm glad you're here. Oh, Inch says, I'm in since 1100. Are you talking about BTC? How is ByBit? I love ByBit, dude. I absolutely love ByBit. What's the deal with PHB on Binance? Started at 179.99 and dropped to 0.03. Let's check it out. I know my trailing stop hit, but that was after 50%. Yeah, dude, look at that. Guys in the group, we caught pretty much all of this, dude. Oh my God, that's just crazy how much that thing ran up, dude. Let's actually go over to Binance. That seems a little whack-a-noodle. I want to make sure. PHB. That baby just ran up and 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 up. Yeah, look at that. And so we bought PHX. When did we do that? Let me go look. It was this week, but I want to get the right date for you guys. We bought it on the 20th. We bought PHX BTC on the 20th, and then 2 days later, I think it was the very next day, they disabled trading. So I was like, wow, okay, well that's $2,000 I got locked up in this trade. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Binance. Appreciate that. And so we didn't really know what was going to happen. We knew we were on the right side of the market, but we basically traded into a high news event. But we're kind of stuck with the trade now. We just took the right trade. We took the trade that our signal gave us. We took the trade that our strategy tells us to take. And we ended up launching at 225. I think we launched at actually 2,000 or something. I don't know. It immediately dropped down, big dump, and then just had this big, huge, massive run up, man. Just had this big, huge, massive run up. And now just a nice, good, big retracement. Nothing crazy to say, man. What were our initial TPs on that trade anyways? Let's see, PHB, our initial TPs were, 227, 253, and 278. So however you were, again, we smashed that out like in the first few hours and then you just you just set a trailing stop and you let that baby run. That's what I did. About 30% of my position, and my trailing stop, I think, hit over here. I don't know. I just woke up this morning. I didn't actually look at the exact time it executed. I just looked at the dollars and cents and updated my trading journal, and I saw that my trailing stop loss got hit sometime this morning. So good trade. Nothing bad to say about it. Pad64 says, I traded 2 times. Ripple buy at 120 USD and ... That's rough, man. Yeah, we do our daily scan, man. We do, Pad64. Oh, we will be at 9K within 2 hours? I'm hoping so. Gustavio Ribeiro says, hi, all good. We're doing good, man. Oh, AMB, got you, man. All right, let's go over here and check out AMB. Let's put AMB on the schedule. Let's work through some of these requests, guys. MT Coiner says, I bought... Oh, by the way, man, I think I missed your thing, bro. MT Coiner, man. No, yeah, you threw the $5. Thank you so much, brother. Bought PHP and T-Fuel, made sick profits on both. That's awesome, dude. Is the PTP course finished? No, the first 2 modules are live. It's going to be rolling out. It's going to be rolling out over the next 3 to 6 months. Daniel says, how do you set a trailing stop? If you're on Binance, you're going to have to use 3 commas, which is what I recommend and use. If you're on BitMEX, does it automatically, and you can't do it on ByBit yet. It's coming out though. I just got an email from ByBit support team about the new features they're going to launch. I don't know if anybody else got that. I don't know if they sent it to me because I'm a ByBit affiliate. Links in the description down below. Not a shill. That's where I trade. If you guys want to trade where I trade. But Justin, where do you usually set your stop loss? My initial stop loss, PTP tells you exactly where to set your stop loss. Once my first take profits hit, my stop loss goes at break even. Discretionary, you can actually set a trailing stop from the distance to your stop loss. I look so angry, man. I'm not. I'm definitely not angry, bro. I'm probably one of the most happy-go-lucky people you'll meet. Unless we're talking about Craig Wright, then I can get a little worked out. That dude's a scumbag. Anyways, and then when you hit TP2, again, this is discretionary, but base strategy is going to have you put your stop loss at break even, or you can actually set a trailing stop. Secondary and tertiary strategy, you can actually set a trailing stop loss at break even, and when you get to TP2, you can set a trailing stop loss at TP1. When you get to TP3, you can disregard TP3 if you want, or take profit at TP3 and be out of the trade. Or you can set a TSL from TP2 and wait for an exit signal until your trailing stop gets hit. All right, guys, let's blow through some of these requests. Well, actually, I guess we'll leave magic lines, even though that is going to take me a while. No, I want to look at magic lines, so sorry, guys. You're going to have to look at magic lines with me. Fizzle says, is the PTP first 2 molecules? I almost said molecules. Modules available for all members, or is it separate from subscriptions? Anybody who's Premium Plus, Premium Professional, or Premium Elite gets access to Pathways to Profit. Anybody who is a subscriber whatsoever, regardless of their subscription status, even if they're a trial member, gets access to the first module. Or the introduction, at least. Let me correct that. The introduction. BTC USD is what I want to look at. Sorry, guys. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and... This is exactly what I want. Remove all indicators, and we're going to go to magic lines. R2 GUI. RT GUI. All right, we got magic lines and magic cloud, right? Magic Cloud by RT GUI. Now let's hide Magic Cloud for right now and just look at magic lines. So this looks like kind of like Ichimoku. All right, we've got a fast yearly, a slow yearly, a fast 4 months, a slow 4 months, a fast monthly, a fast. So you're using the security ticker ID function to incorporate what I'm assuming is something like a multi-time frame function, or what is more likely is that you're using multiples of dates and a little bit of mathematics to compute these numbers, which is pretty neat. Yeah, I like this, man. Anything... Yeah, I mean, any one of these, you could use as your baseline. This is a type 3 indicator, so you can use this as an entry indicator or an exit indicator. It seems like this red line works pretty good as a baseline. Say that red line looks quite good. Blue line, you could... I don't really like the blue line as a baseline. I really like the red line as a baseline. What's that? That's going to be your fast and slow weekly. That seems to work really good. Your green line seems to work well too, a little bit even better as a baseline, which is going to be your daily, which is, again, would be congruent with the way that I trade anyways. Hey, it's pretty interesting how it denotes when we went parabolic in November 2017 and we just went... That's that fast yearly line. This is pretty nifty, dude. I like this. Is a pretty neat little indicator here. And then we got Magic Cloud. I guess that's supposed to go along with your indicator here. Yeah, that's a good trend following indicator as well. Yeah, that looks pretty neat. It's this is definitely not a regular Kumo cloud. Lead 1 and lead 2. Okay. Yeah, so one's a super slow and one's a lagger. That's pretty neat. Or one's super fast and one's a lagger. That's pretty nifty. I'm not sure you're just using it to indicate trend, which is neat. Let's get you in pretty good. It's like a pretty good trend following indicator. Yeah, those look pretty neat, guys. Go check those out and backtest them if you want. Tenacious V says, what type of access do I have? You might want to ask me that in DM. I'm happy to throw all your personal business out there, bro, if you are. I'm looking for you, man. The big spreadsheet. Yeah. Yeah, V, shoot me a DM, man. I'd feel more comfortable talking about that in DM, not live on the air, bro. Oh, I'm reading the chat, man. You're welcome, man. Thank you. Got into crypto. Pad 64. That was at you, bro. Slip Jason says, got into crypto about 3 years ago, made a few long swing trades and got the fever. Taking it slow and been following your work for about 3 months. Love what you do. Well, thank you, man. Thank you. Been working on building my strategy and backtesting. What are the cons for using fib retracement for profit taking, playing continuations? I don't think there's a lot of. All right, so the big con. Okay, for me, anyways, it's just not how I trade. Using fibs extensions, you could use fib. I'm not sure if you want to use what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know if you want to come on, brain. Let's start working here a little bit more. Probably a lack of water, Memorial Day. Okay, so using fib extensions is what I mean. I don't know if you want to use fib retracements because you don't want to be measuring the move that just happened. You want to be measuring extensions from the movement that you're beginning. Remember, we're trend followers, not reversal traders. So when you're measuring a fib retracement, you're retracing a movement that's already happened in the past that you're hoping will complete. That's not what we do. But if you're looking at a movement that's already happened to kind of gauge how much farther it might move in the future, the problem with using that as your full take profit is often we want to be entering into trends that are going to be much stronger than we anticipated for real. Or at first, we want to enter into trends. And when we enter into strong trends, because of the reason that we trade trends in the first place, because of herding or confirmation bias, or for whatever multiple reasons that people actually enter into trends. When price has gone up, people are biased to buy things that have already appreciated in price. The more people to do that increases the herd mentality in the first place. So there's all kinds of psychological reasons why trends occur and can be pronounced and prolonged, which is why we want to trade trends. So I wouldn't say, again, it's not the way that I do things. I prefer to use average true range, which is actual volatility and not, in my opinion, some measurement. Because the cons of using a fib extension or a fib retracement is wherever you anchor that fib from is going to be subjective, right? Even if you do swing high, swing low, because that's still something that you can argue with somebody about, right? So because it's a drawing tool, wherever you anchor it is going to be up to your own subjectivity. So the readings that you're going to get after anchoring that drawing tool are going to be unique to you, meaning they're not going to be verifiable. Because if everybody, like for example, everybody in the group that has access to time transformation, if we look at time transformation with the identical settings on one candle, it's going to look the same for everybody. again, we could tell everybody to draw their fib extension one way or another, but because you get to draw it, you can decide to say, well, I'm going to anchor it here, or I'm going to look at the fib extension this way, for example. So that's a con, I would say, the subjectivity that it imparts. And it's kind of one of those things where if you open the door for subjectivity, then more subjectivity tends to creep in. And subjectivity is the death of an efficient trading system. So anything that smells of subjectivity, I try to scrape out root and stem from my trading system and from the students that I mentor as well. Because again, you're going to get a lot of people that I mentor that are like, well, okay, but what about this? I'm like, no. You got to get rid of that too. That's BS too. Well, yeah, but it works for me. No. I get it works for you, but not as well as it should. So let's just take it. Let's cut it. Let's move it over here for right now. And then once we have a good baseline, then maybe we can come back to it. And I bet by the time we come back to that thing that you really want to clutch on tight to right now, you'll actually have a different use for it in the future that will actually be a better use because you'll be starting from scratch and from somewhere better and fresher. So I will say that they don't seem too bad as far as initial take profits. There is a gentleman that had an interesting strategy that I actually thought was pretty neat when he showed me the back-tested results. They weren't as conclusive as I'd like to see, but I thought they were interesting. And he was using basically a price action Fibonacci strategy, right? Where he would look at extensions and trade pullbacks to extensions, which was pretty neat, right? It worked, it worked well when it worked well, and it didn't work well when it didn't work well, right? So I haven't really found anything that beats my system consistently. So I mean, that's not really true to say. I know there's people out there who outperform me, and that's totally fine, but that's not really the point. I have alpha, right? So alpha is how much you're outperforming the market, right? So I'm in the alpha zone. I've back tested all my strategies. Every year I've beat the market, right? So I have alpha, right? Some years it's 15%, some years it's 30%. Doesn't really matter. Some years it's more. So as long as you have alpha, you're doing good. And that's kind of the death knell of testing back testing strategies. Most people think that they have good results on paper, and then they don't actually have alpha. Wounded Warrior says, take care, Justin. Thanks for the brief but pleasant distraction from a weekend of conversations with the family members of old friends and some great Americans. Peace to you, brother. Awesome, man. Yep. Oh, won't you? We're going to get to A and B. I promise you, man. Stephen Howell says, I see your question there, Stephen. Links at the top of the screen if you'd like any information about our system and strategies or what the services that we offer are. We do not include Forex yet. When we're done with PTP and we start on the advanced price action module, we're actually going to begin doing Forex. Yes, it's actually quite easy. And I do Forex I'm going to be doing Forex on my daily scans now. So it's something that would be easily to do. With PTP, which is everything that you learn when you sign up, you can take this and trade any assets. I've got guys in the group that trade equity with this. I do have guys in the group that do trade Forex with this. 24 frames per second says, yep, agreed. Saw a fib on a YouTuber's channel where he drew it on a second highest low, not the lowest low. Asked why, no answer. Yep, you got it, man. Thank you. No, Slip Jason, that was a great question, man. Thank you so much, brother. Taurus, good to see you, bro. Pad 64. PayPal shouldn't, man. There's people that trade with us from all over the world, man. If you hit us up in the DM, I'm sure we can take care of you, bro. And BQX? All right, man. Alonch says, well, since you made me wait so long, how about look at BQX too, man? All right, I got you guys. All right, so it's 6 o'clock. For those that missed the entry, when do you suggest try again? When you get a continuation signal. And then we also have time frames of when it's okay to enter a trade. I've talked about that before too, during our live sessions. I need to make probably a module for that though, because I get that question sometimes. Like if we miss the entry, when can we re-enter? Well, you've got a window. And that window is how far are you away from closing price where the signal is generated congruent to ATR. Do you let people know the whole profitable strategies of yours and your group members with back tested and forward tested? Yeah, yes, we do. Yes, we do. We don't hide stuff in the secret. In fact, the moment you walk in the door, I hand you the strategy that I trade. And then I teach you why. and I teach you why it works. And then I encourage you to go build your own. Cryptopic says, hey, mate, took your advice on BCPT yesterday, took 24% profit, moved back into BTC. Maybe now premium membership. Hey, that kind of, the way, maybe just the way that sounded in my head, it made me think of Step Brothers, where Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly are like doing the prestige worldwide thing. And they're like, investors, maybe you. Thanks, Roy. All right, guys, it's 6:03. I'm going to take a quick break, grab some water. We're going to come back. We're going to go through these requests real quick. Because I think looking at that, because it only takes me a few seconds to look at a chart, looking at those indicators was obviously something that I wanted to take some time on because I thought those were quite interesting. So I don't think Gui is watching tonight, but Gui, cool indicators. If you guys want to go check those out, that's Magic Lines and Magic Cloud on TradingView. Seemed pretty interesting. I haven't back tested them, so that's something that you definitely want to do. I'll be back in just a few minutes, guys. When I come back, we're going to go through these requests. We're going to look at Stellar Lumens, LTC USD, TREX, BNB, BTT, AMB, and BQX, and then we'll do the evening scan, guys. So don't go anywhere. And if you are finding this channel for the first time, make sure to subscribe if you're over there on YouTube, just like Christian Chilaru did. Welcome to the channel, bro. Or man, again, don't want to snub by now. Hey guys, it's not 0.7% of females that have watched me historically. It's now 1%, guys. We're getting up there. Popular with the ladies. Loving it. Is there any way to get free Bitcoin? Yes. Yep. Go to work. Yes, go to work, says Tankweed. And they just happen naturally. All right, guys, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right. We're online, we're back, we're large, and we're in charge. What's going on, guys? How you guys doing? Hopefully you guys are doing really well. Let's get the tune started back up. We're here. And let's get it, guys. BTC on Coinbase at 87.10, doing quite well. Let's load back up. Bam, the strategy. And let's get right into this, guys. We're going to go ahead and walk through the charts of the request, guys. Starting off with XLM BTC. What do we got? Nothing to do here, sir. Absolutely not. Looks quite negative, actually. We actually would have gotten the short signal on this candle right here. Let's look if it looked that way on BitMEX. Yep, right here on this candle. Yep, on the 22nd would have given you the short signal on the close of this candle, and you would be up, about 4.24%. Let's see if we got anything. We do have one. We don't have 3 of 3. We don't have 3 of 3. So let's, can't go down to lower time frame. So nothing to do here, sir. Is there for real any way to get free Bitcoin that is legit? No. No, there's not. You got to pay to play, guys. Got to pay to play. This ain't 2010 anymore. LTC USD. When should we take profits? Where are you trading LTC USD? Let's go to Coinbase. Let's check it out. When would we have gotten the long signal? On this candle. On this candle right here. Yesterday. Yep, yesterday was a good one. LTC USD. I was actually looking at LTC USDT. And yeah, got it yesterday too. I should have relooked at this chart when it closed. We would have taken this trade. I did post that last night. I said, look for that long. Jeff Handsome. Good to see you, Justin. Good to see you too. I said hello to a handsome fella, and this song came on. What's going on, brother? All right, man. Let's see here. Yeah, LTC USDT actually did close with a buy signal yesterday. And you got anyone in the group looking at PTP? Like I said, I posted this last night. Hey, watch LTC. This is on the watch list. Good to go, man. All right, let's go back to that LTC USD. Let's do the Coinbase chart, man. Where do we want to take some profits? All right, let's scroll this baby down. Pull up Quadrigo, man. You already hit take profit 1. You should be 50% out, man. Right at, let's go check here. Get you the actual number right up here on the screen. Right here, man. 111.14. So you are there. You are at 112. So I would go ahead and take 50% of your profit, sir. Move that stop loss to break even. And then you want to peep 119.26 and 127.38. All right, 119.26, 127.38. All right, moving on. Let's go to TRX BTC. Oops, this is Finex. Evil Finex. Binance. Binance, nothing to do here, man. We are potentially closing above the daily baseline, but no signal from TT, man. Can't do nothing when TT says don't do nothing, so we don't do nothing when TT says don't do nothing. That's a little bad English for those of you guys in the Midwest. What's up? Wada Atar saying nice volume, but yeah, we can't do anything here for with TT for quite a while, man. Sorry, man. Now, there is discretion, right? So we'll talk about this when we do get into advanced PTP. This isn't really PTP per se. This is time transformation nuance. But you can look at this. This is not the way I trade. But because time transformation is both a centered oscillator and a two lines cross oscillator, you can interpret signals the way that you want. Because you do have above the baseline and bullish volumes, some of the more entrepreneurial traders out there might be able to take time transformation and do something with the line cross indications, right? Might be able to do something with the line cross indications. But if you go back and back test and you see that, man, sometimes these signals are really terrible, man, like this one right here, right? There's an over, that's a take profit on a short, right? That's a take profit on a short, right? When we should take profit on this short. Beautiful place to take profit right there. All right, then we get to get back in the short right here. Get back in the short here. And we get to get back in the short here. All right, so beautiful, man. PTP does that for us. So having back tested that, it's not the best strategy. Sometimes you can catch some okay profits. Like on this candle, you would have been able to catch this. That's a good 10% trade on TRX, especially if you're taking this over to BitMEX. But no, nothing to do on TRX, sir, today. No. BNB oozed. Let's look at BNB oozed. All right. So we're going to look at USDT. BNB USDT got us back in the trade. We were long on this still. We're on the BTC pairing, sorry. BNB would have got you into the long right here, buddy, on the 13th of May. Up. Tells you to get out here, and you're allowed to get back in here on this candle. You're right around break even, it seems. You're actually getting a sell signal. If the daily closes like this, you need to get yourself on out of BNB USDT. Take your profits and move on. All right, BTT USD on the dirty Finex. All right, let's go. BTT, good one, man. For those of you who say, oh, cryptocurrency just pumps and dumps, man, and Binance is doing some crazy stuff. Doesn't matter, man. PTP tells you when to take profit. We're here to make money, not to talk about what exchanges that are designed to make money are doing. All right, you got to pay to play. You got to put your money on the table to make money, and we don't really care. We do our ethics with how we treat other human beings, not with what coins we trade. BTT USD would have got you in on the 13th of May 2019. Got the exit signal on the 20th of May. You were allowed to re-enter on the 23rd of May, and you'd be up quite nicely right now. Nothing to do right now. You are not allowed to enter right now. You do have 3 of 3. So you can go down to lower time frames for entries. 12 hours actually going to be telling you to get out on this close. 8 hour did give you a fresh signal here on the close of this candle at 3 o'clock in the morning. 6 hour would have got you into this trade at 1 o'clock in the morning. Let's see, the 4 hour would have got you in at 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, pretty much on that. So keep that in mind, guys. I think that these are probably going to be invalid entries on the LTFs because of the distance away from the baseline. Most likely even here on the 4 hour chart. Let's take a look. ATR would have been 85.64. Were we above? Yeah, you could not have entered into this BTT USD trade, which is good. It's keeping you out of when prices move too far beyond an optimum entry. So nothing to do with BTT USD right now. Not really telling us to take profit either, so no updates. AMB BTC. AMB BTC is actually going to be signaling a short. So yeah, this is not only, it told you to get out on the 23rd of May for AMB. And if you didn't, if you were a little hesitant, you actually closed below the baseline yesterday. So yesterday's close was an exit signal. And now not only is this like a for sure, bro, get out of the trade, this is actually signaling a short. Actually, it's not. Sorry, it's not signaling a short, but it is. This is telling you to get out of the trade. If we get some volume tomorrow, we might be getting the exit signal. Steve C says, do we have room to run more on BTC? Yeah, yes we did, man. Yes we do, man. How is ZERP doing? Haven't looked at ZERP in a while, man. What's the double crossover indicator at the bottom that you're using? That's time transformation, proprietary indicator. It's available to anybody who joins the group. Donnie Don says, Justin, the Bitcoin pump, which is on now, looks so unnatural. I'm taking a breather on the side because this is too volatile to play. What are my thoughts? I don't think it looks unnatural. I think that's what Bitcoin looks like when it pumps pretty hard. Took the long position last night, as I said, when the candle closed. Looks good, man. Looks good. Nothing that you want to enter into now because you're well beyond the ATR on the daily, away from the daily baseline. So that fits the qualifications of discretion. You don't want to enter when you're that far away. So nothing to enter into right now. Got to wait for another entry signal. And we went through all the lower time frames as well. There's really no entry on lower time frames either. This is definitely relax, take profit, and let your winners run type phase of BTC. But I'm not concerned with how unnatural it looks. It's a pretty big buy movement, man. Jeff Handsome says, loving this volume and price action on the holiest of holies. BTC, baby. Family interest level is bullish at the moment. The whole family wants me to buy them some BTC. Maggie says, should I mine Bitcoin with 2 different PCs or just combine the CPUs and do one PC? I don't think you're going to make any money doing it that way, man. You're going to have more money just buying it, man. Or you're going to make more just buying some. Wonderful Brick says, did I miss your secret, Justin? Nah, man. Gui says, I was not here, but thanks for reviewing the indicators. I rewound. The indicators are for free for now. Use them at your free will and make money. Yeah, you're not allowed to charge me, sir, because I did review them here on the internet. No, I'm just kidding, man. Do what you do, man. Make some money, baby. Oh, Onch says, so I'm guessing I'm an A and B for the long term. Are there any good signs? Nah, man, just take your loss, dude. Cut a loss early, bro. You ain't gotta hold on to a losing bag just because you lost money. You're gonna lose a whole lot more money in the long term having that mentality, dude. Cut that fucking shit, dude. Get out. Put your money in something that's gonna make you money. A&B doesn't care about you. A&B is not gonna be there and cuddle you at night because you like it. Just take the L, man. Move on. You'll be all right. Maggie and Ken Mendoza, thank you much for the subscriptions on YouTube. Maggie says, I make $2.50 a day on Nice Hash. I feel you, man. I feel you. I mean, if you just buy like $100, if you just buy like $100 worth of Bitcoin, you're probably going to make more than that on interest today. That's 2.5% growth a day. Why am I so bald? I shave it. That's actually by design, sir. It's called a razor. They are available on Amazon. Hashtag Dollar Shave Club. Executive Blade, baby. Let's see here. BQX BTC. Let's go Ethos, man. Ethos too, man. Sorry, man. This is a bad one. Ethos would have actually... Let's see when we would have gotten into Ethos. Nah, we couldn't have taken any of this, man. Look where we are in relationship to the daily baseline. This is no bueno. Even the most like diehard PTP probably might not have taken this trade. Maybe took this trade. Maybe took this one. And you would have made profit. Look, here's your TP1, so you do hit it right here. You guys see that? So on this candle close, you might have been able to enter because you do get a continuation trade, but you're not really allowed to take the continuation trade. Why? Because you're below the baseline. But again, as we talked about, some of the more entrepreneurial people might take that. But you can see here where your TP1 is. So you would hit TP1 on that pump, and then you would have been at a break even right here on this candle. You got to get out of this, man. If you're in BQX, you got to jump, man. Just let them drop. Let them drop. There's going to be other trades, man. No need. You have no idea how high or how low this could go. And don't be mad at me if this thing pops up. Again, having a good strategy for when to get in and get out of a coins is going to pay you so many more dividends than any one individual trade. And the downside risk of holding on to something that could tank 20, 30%? Nah, man. Damn, I'm bald because your girl asked him to shave it. Woo! Paul, coming with the backup, bro. Love you, brother. Jeff. I like the bald look, suits me. Added bonus of more oxygen diffusion to that giant brain of yours. Well, listen, we know phrenology is not valid, right? So we know that brain size doesn't impact intelligence, man. Do I need Twitch to leave? Nah, bro, I got you, man. You're allowed to stay, man. You don't got to go anywhere. Let's see here. Coming up on 6:22, we're going to start the daily scan here in just a few minutes, man. Good music, man. This is getting me a little pumped, dude. It's a good day. Continuation trade on ETH USDT on the close of this daily candle. Very similar to ETH, man. So we'll be able to take a long trade when this daily candle closes. 6:22. BCPT. BCPT, we would have hit take profit 1, take profit. Actually, we did. Take profit 1, take profit 2. Missed take profit 3 by just a few little baby sats there. And we're out, man. That's what I said last night, guys. Hey, man, let's get him BCPT. Bing! Good trade, man. And we got out at break even. Let's see how much we would have made on that. About 26% on that trade, man. 26%, take 50% here, 30% here, and the other 20% would either got stopped out right here or at our entry. Hey, Master King, I don't really mind anybody coming in here and saying what they're saying, but you kind of sound like a dickbag, dude. So keep it up, man. I'm going to ban you, bro. Heath says nice. Can I check XRP? XRP is no bueno, man. We would actually got the short signal on the 20th. 20th, be up about 5%. I think I looked at this just a little bit ago. BTC is about to rip past 9K. Nothing would make me happier, man. Hit those TP2s, TP3s. Humanemone. You know, hey, Humanemone, I remember you. I remember you, my good friend. It's been a while since I've seen you in the chat. But I do remember you. Again, I suggest trading in both USDT or BTC. I think that you should be taking every signal that your strategy gives you, regardless of what pair it is. Is the risk to reward greater on Ethereum than BTC? Would I get back in BCPT? No, I would not get him back in BCPT. No. AST-BTC? Nope. AST-BTC came up on the daily scan right here. We could have taken the trade on the 20th. It was actually one of the recommended coins, and that thing pumped up 100%. No, dude. We're not getting back at AST. Everything about our strategy is telling us the exact opposite, dude. Told us to be out of any trade on this candle. And now we're closing below the baseline. That's no bueno. How to fix the stop loss level to find the percentage. We use ATR. This is actually a proprietary indicator called Quadrigo. Zach Dems, thanks for the subscription on YouTube, man. But it's just an advanced. I wouldn't even say it is, but it's just average true range. Ran through some multipliers. You mini Mimi, gotcha. Or you mine meme. You mind meme? I got you. You mind meme? Damn, drinking that vodka like a champ. Oh, I see you, Backery. Thanks, man. Figures I swapped all my coins to XLM today and I should be selling based off your strat. Let's look. I got a memory like a goldfish. Yeah, man. Yeah, I would not be an XLM, bro. I'm sorry, man. This is no bueno. And listen, I don't want you to be upset with me if this thing pumps up tomorrow. Like, just... You're allowed. I'm not telling you how to trade, but what I am telling you is that nothing that I see is giving me any indication or reason to buy this. Volume is super low. The trend is bearish. Time transformation is bearish. If you mind meme, then do you mind Doge? Thank you, Nigao. And yes, Backery. Let me check POA for you, man. And then I think we're going to get into the daily scan, guys. Let's see here. POA you could have gotten into here. Again, this is super discretionary. And again, that's good because that was a loss. This is actually... Nah, man. You don't want to take POA, man. Because you are getting a continuation cross, but you closed under the baseline. From getting your primary signal to the continuation. You only want to be taking trades... you only want to be taking continuation trades if you haven't closed under your baseline. Now, there is a level of discretion. You can add rules to, well, if we do close below the baseline, I will take a continuation trade if this, and this happens. Overall, it just doesn't backtest very well, man. So let's actually look and see if we can just invalidate this real quick, which all we need is one candle click. 79 sats. Are we 79 sats higher than the base? Oh, God, we're right within that beauty window, too, where you are actually allowed to take the trade. I wouldn't take POA, man, but because it is going against base PTP, but discretionary PTP, maybe. Maybe. I don't really have a firm opinion on it. So that means it's nothing that I trade. If I have to think about it for more than 5 seconds, I don't take the trade. Donnie Don says, music played is so freaking awesome. Pumped and feel like loading up more cryptos. But alas, Fiat is a scarce commodity now in my wallet with an expensive wife and daughter combo. Hey, they make you happy, man. They make you happy. Slip, Jason, and Backery, thank you so much for the follows over there on Twitch, guys. Loving it. Master King ARP, thanks for the sub, man. And Stephen Howell as well, man. Thank you. Jeff Handsome says, real talk, love your consistency, discipline, rationality, and enthusiasm. You're helping so many people. 100K subs in no time. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yes, it is the daily chart. It is the daily chart, Zach Dems. All right, 628, guys. Let's start the daily scan, man. Let's get going. All right, so here we are. We got everything loaded up, ready to go. Make sure our settings are correct. Good. Make sure our settings are correct. Good. Good to go. Let's roll, man. Let's do this thing. We'll start off with XBT USD. We already talked about these, but just in case you guys happen to be tuning in right now, we'll just run through XBT. Again, I slept on this. Day late and a dollar short, but took the long on the 24th, so that's good. Doing good right now. Take profit 2 has already been hit. 50% out of the trade. Let's go 9K. Come on, baby. Nothing to do right now. So let's go back to that ETHUSD. We're going to look at the perpetual, man. ETHUSD on the perpetual. And the question we have to ask ourselves is, can we take this continuation trade? Very easy to find out. Let's figure it out. This is the candle that generates the signal. ATR, 20.49. Where's the baseline? Not allowed to take it, man. Not allowed to take it. So, no longs on Ethereum, guys. Sorry. Can't take it, man. Can't take it. You can. No, I don't want to say that because I don't want to mislead you guys. Listen, I've been doing PTP for so long. I know the nuances. So for those of you guys who are new to it, and a lot of the guys in the group are still new to it, you don't want to take this trade. Why? Because we're too far away from the baseline. So the risk to reward is asymmetric. Now, if for some ungodly reason you do decide to take this long, which might be a good thing, half position size. Got to be half position size, guys. So whatever you guys use the calculator, if you guys are in the group, guys go to the position size calculator that we have. When you put in your numbers, take your number that it spits out, cut that in half if you're going to take the trade. You got to reduce your capital exposure, man, because we're too far away from the baseline. You can't take this trade. So nothing on the big boys. Get over to the big sats. Start off with BitMEX. Let's go to BitMEX. Let's do BitMEX. So XRP BTC, do we have a fresh short? We don't. No fresh short on XRP, nor on the M19. Let's go to ADA. Cardano. Nope. Should have just followed along and taken these shorts. It's all good, guys. EOS. EOSimoto. Where are we at? This is looking interesting. This is actually, is this a long? EOS might be a long. Watch list. EOS, man. The stop loss is 20% of your price. Sometimes it is, yeah. Sometimes it is. And what's nice about PTP is that our stop loss 9 out of 10 times never gets hit. Because we have two other signals that tell us sorry, something just hit my head there for a second. The stop loss is 20% of your price. Yeah, sometimes it is on an altcoin. Depends on the trade, man. It's different with every one. Da Vinci, what's going on, brother? ICX, BTC? No, that's not. That is not, brother. TT needs to cross the zero line from below to give a primary buy. And we're below the baseline, so we can't do anything with it, man. Oh, PHB, not ICX. Gotcha, man. No, neither on this one, man. So yeah, so that's not, that is a, I'll show you guys over here. All right, so here's Minx, and this is time transformation updated for what it actually should display with PTP. Because time transformation as it is right now works very well, but I want to make it easier for you guys. Zig Guy, thanks so much for the sub on YouTube. All right, guys. All right, just a second, guys. Thank you, Bitcoin Millionaire. Much appreciated, brother. I appreciate it, guys. Hey, you guys know that whenever we're doing something right, we're getting a lot of retards in here giving us some hate, man. You know, and I shouldn't use that word either, man. Just dumb people, dude. You know, and one thing about people, man, is that people who are really good at being wrong about some things are probably bad traders in the first place. That's probably where they're in here hating too, man. Don't let any of that noise get to you, guys. People are always going to hate on you when you're doing something right. All right, guys, so let's see here. Defiance. This is my test Defiance. So this is time transformation rewritten, as this is the version where I said I improved its hit rate by about 13%. And by the time I was done, I just decided that I'm going to go ahead and publish this as its own indicator. So this is Minx and Defiance all done. As you can see, they actually give slightly different signals. So again, they both work really well. It just depends on how you guys want to trade. It's going to be something that you're going to do in the back testing, that you guys are going to understand how to do when we get to the back testing module. So it's going to be your personal preference, man. Both of them work really well. Sometimes they give synonymous signals, but not all the time. As you can see, they signal to take profit on this candle right here on the BTC USD long. But Defiance or time transformation calls for a long here, which is a good trade, right? You have profit potential. But Minx doesn't. Minx does not call that candle. And Minx calls this candle for a continuation long, but time transformation does not. And Defiance time transformation calls this as a long, but Minx does not. Minx calls this one as a long. So it's just a matter of course, matter of preference, guys. Both work really well. Both are going to give you good signals. I wouldn't recommend using them together because you're going to get overwhelmed with signals. You're going to get slapped in the face with signals. But just use them, back test them and use the one that you like, guys. So I kind of slept on that. I wanted to have them out this weekend, especially for the guys who are in the group. But I want to shoot the video that goes along with them, the training video that goes along with them, before I just unleash them randomly upon the world. So, all right, getting back into the daily scan here. Where were we at? Sorry, guys. So Cardano, nothing. EOS is interesting. I would put EOS on your watch. I don't know what. I'm on the 15-minute. Got to go back to the daily. EOS on the daily actually looks interesting. If we close above the baseline, this is a long that we can take. So the dumb people hate indicators, all-time bullish. Oh, man. But Tam, what's going on, brother? Hope you're doing good tonight, man. Weak sauce, as always, man, of course. Okay, let's go. Sorry, I got to pull open Discord here. TRX, nothing to do. Ooh. There's no volume there. There's no volume there, but maybe. We'll see how the candle closes. Yeah, there's no volume even on our regular volume indicator. Nothing to do with BCH, but that is starting to juice up for a nice short, man. Not right now, though. Bcash, there's more volume on the Bcash. We actually could take that. maybe on the regular exchange. So actually, you know what? That's interesting. I'm going to take that one. Let's see here. LTC is actually signaling along. Yep, LTC, BTC is signaling along, just as we said to watch for yesterday. Gypsy L, what's up? .24 frames per second says, does one backtest better? Minx actually does backtest better. Minx actually does backtest better. On ETH-M19, nothing to do on ETH-M19. XBT-M19, as I said, gave the continuation cross here as well on the 23rd. So if you guys want to take the not the perpetual, but the futures contract, again, too late. We're too far away from the baseline. All right, so done with BitMEX. What did we come up with, guys? EOS, BTC, EOS M19, potential long if we do close above the baseline. BCH M19 looks like a good short. LTC, BTC, or LTC M19 looks like a good long as well. So let's start off with our large sats. Is there anything going on here? Nothing's been cracking on the large sats for the last few days. I don't really expect anything to be different now. I mean, we're neutered by only being able to go long. BNB got blown. Let's see here. Did we get out at... Don't think we hit 440970. Nah. Monero, nothing to do. Litecoin, as I said, looks good for a buy. BCH ABC looks good for a short. So that's nothing cracking in large sat land. Let's go to our mid sats. Civic, no. ADA, no. Zem, no. GNT, no. Poly, no. Theta, no. Power, no. DLT, no. BQX. I'm expecting everything as far as BTC pairings to be moving down and USDT pairs to be popping. But as I said, we do got to do our daily scan every night, because if we can find that one or two coins that's counter trend trading, then we grab them. Don't see anything here good so far. Nothing. No. ARN did nicely. ZERP, nope. IOTA, nope. ONG, no. Metal, nope. Engine, nope. Bread, sorry, that's bread coin. Eternity, nope. RCL, ARC, nope. Pivx, EVX, Nulls, nope. Edo. The ones that are looking okay are pulling back down to or below the baseline, which means they're now invalid. Unless you're looking at those one type of reversal trades we can make. Which, since it's not base PTP, we're just not going to talk about it, because that's going to be on your own discretion. Skycoin's the only thing that's actually giving a continuation signal if the daily closes like this. That looks interesting. LSK. LSK, the most wackadoodle fuck you chart of all times. Lun, Gas, Qtum, GVT, no. Atom, no. MCO, no. EOS, no. Tezos, hell no. Ethereum Classic, no. All right, so nothing at all happening in mid-sat land except for Skycoin. Let's go down to the low sats. NPXS, negative. Got out of that at break even yesterday. Dent continuing to do good, man. Dent continuing to do good. Got the re-entry right here on the 22nd. That's a good one. BTT doesn't look bad, but no entry. That's one we're in. HOT. Dumped that one yesterday. Dumped Encash quite a while ago. Yeah, Storm. Hey, guys. So this is, for those guys in the group, we were in Storm. This is a great one, man. You can see hit TP2, hit 2P3 beautifully. If the daily closes like this, then we need to go ahead and exit the trade. Actually, no. We need to really watch Storm closely. Let's see here. And I think we're probably out at... Let me see if my trailing stop hit anyway. I got 2 eyes and 1 mouth. Let me look before I talk. No, okay. Yeah, TSL got hit on Storm, so we're out, man. Anyways. All right, so good trade, guys. Yeah, Sea of Red, man. Sea of Red. Not really looking to find any gems here, but maybe we will. Maybe we'll find one. CDT. No. IOTX, no, no, no. No, no. Doc is not ready to rock. PHB, nope. Singles, ooh, DNT. No. Vindicator. TNT pulling back to the daily baseline, but crossed under, nothing to do. Data, yo, go, wreck, seller, myth. Monetha. No, is this myth or Moneth? This is myth. Myth might give a continue. All right, I found 2 BTC pairs so far that look moderately interesting. Excuse me. Nope. I'd say Poe is the only one that kind of looks okay, man. But again, you can take it, but that's discretionary, so we're not going to talk about discretionary here, really. BCPT, good profits, we're out. Which reminds me, I need to take a note to log that beat trade. Bluezell, LRC, BitShares, Loom, Sys, APPC, and Ardor. Yeah, the whole market's coming down, man. With Bitcoin's pumpy pump. So nothing to do, man. Nothing to do. 87.39 on ByBit. Let's go. Keep going, Bitcoin. Show us how powerful you can be. Show us the Cobra, man. All right. Let's go to the tether pairs because that's what I'm interested in seeing. Yep, and a sea of green, man. Sea of beautiful green. Nothing on ADA to do right now. Nothing on Atom. Nothing on BAT. Wait, go back to BAT. Nope. Bcash, ABC USDT is going to give us a continuation entry. Interesting. Short on the BTC pair, long on the USDT pair. Got to be out of your BNB USDT trade, guys. BTC USDT looks good. BTT USDT is going to give us a continuation entry. Nope, can't do anything with EOS. There was the continuation entry on the 23rd of May. Oh, baby. Watch Ethereum Classic USDT too. Look at the USDT pair. We might be able to take the USDT pair. 18. Whoa. Hey, come on, wheel lock. Let's go. Don't do this to me. No, sorry. Can't take ETH USDT. It's just too high above the baseline. Fetch AI. Nope. Hot. Nope. ICX. No. IOTA. No. Link. No. Litecoin. Gave us the signal yesterday. Too late to enter now. Myth USDT looks really good too, man. Like it's gonna be a busy night of bag filling. Ooh, baby. Neo. Oh man, I'm so glad. Remember I said everybody was holding packs to get back into USDT last night for same for USDC, USDS, and TUSD? This is why. The charts tell you when things are going to move, man. Ooh, TRX USDT is looking good. Wait, hold on. Might be too far away. I don't want to get. I don't want to blow off my top here. 002. Yep, sorry, nope. Can't take TRX. Too much. Too far, too fast, sir. TUSD, yep. Dumping. USDC, dumping. USDS, dumping. VeChain, nope. Waves, nope. Lumens, no. Monero, yes. Yeah, Monero USDT looks good. Okay, that's it, guys. What looked good? Give you guys the TLDR, BTT, ETC, MITH, NEO, XMR, USDT. Those are all tether pairs that look pretty decent. Actually, they don't look pretty decent. Those are buys. So go. Go. What do you think? About 9 minutes, so I'm going to do my trading. All right, with that being said, let's get back over here to the live scene. Envision, Sky Limit, and Zig-Eye, thanks so much for the subscriptions on YouTube, my good friends. Yep, you gotta wait, Pad 64. Missed it, bro. What's the best website to buy and sell some coins? That's going to be Binance. BCH, BTC was short, man. Steve C says LTC long, thought we should be at 50%. Let's go check. So LTC USD, I believe I looked at. If you entered into the USD pairs, where we got the signal yesterday, then you want to be out 50%. If you are looking at the BTC pair, like I looked at and said, look at that, we're getting our first entry signal right now, then you want to be entering the trade. Quote pair is different. Exchange is different. Yes, I'm going to take an XMR trade.
Tell me, why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy?
Do I use Coinbase? Yeah, for spot purchases. I don't trade on Coinbase. All right, guys. You know what? So it's Sunday night. I got to get some trades put in here. I got to do a little bit of updating, and I'm going to go enjoy the rest of Memorial Day weekend with my children, guys. Tomorrow night, guys, we'll be live here again tomorrow from noon to 2 CDT. Let's actually take it back over here for just a second. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me for another exciting episode of Breaking Bitcoin Market Update. Of course, I've been your host, Justin Wise, lead analyst and senior mentor at dun. Wait, somewhere up there. There we go. CrackingCryptocurrency.com, guys. We'll be here tomorrow from noon to 2 Central Daylight Time, as we are Monday through Friday, 12 to 2 Central Daylight Time, 5 to 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time on the weekends, breaking the market down every single day. For those of you guys in the premium group, for those of you guys going through the PTP course, we are going to push tonight's Sunday evening session to tomorrow. All right, we're going to do it Monday evening. We're going to start around 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Looking forward to getting with you guys because those sessions can last quite a long time, man. We're going to do the Ask Me Anything. We're going to talk about PTP introduction strategy for those of you who have only been in the group for a few weeks, maybe a week, maybe a few days. We'll break it down for you guys. We'll have the old heads in there. They can break it down a little bit more as well. We'll have the analysts in there. We'll do trade reviews, and we'll do everything that we do in the live section. Pump that Neo, brother. I'm trying my best, man. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, sarcastic remarks, and or death threats, please leave them in the comments section down below or drop them in the chat. If it is a death threat, please include your personal mailing address so I can come have a chat with you about it. That's about it, guys. If you guys would like access to our proprietary indicators, our Pathways to Profit course, our private Discord community, all our educational content, as well as our team of analysts and mentors, also our signals and setups, you guys can, of course, access that at the link at the top of the screen or in the description down below, premium.crackingcryptocurrency.com, or join the Discord for more information, discord.crackingcryptocurrency.com. Looking forward to seeing you guys in our community. Guys, enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. As I said yesterday, it's still Sunday evening, guys. There's plenty of time. If there's a family member out there that you're not on good terms with, that you should be on good terms with, if there's a girl or a guy that you guys want to call that you've been holding back from, make that leap, man. Make the fulfilling moments of your life mean a whole lot and make your life a life worth dying for. All right, guys? I've been Justin Wise. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Trade safely.